Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm finally going to do a full review on what's actually more like a first impressions. I'm going to do a first impressions on the whole new line from Colourpop. I have their no filter foundation, no filter concealer, no filter setting powder. I've got the little brush that it comes with, and I picked up a lippy stick. So if you want to know how all this stuff works out for me, please keep watching. Okay guys, so my face is already primed, moisturized, under eye cream is on, everything is ready for foundation. I want to quickly mention that if you are ever going to be trying out a new foundation, you need to use products that you already know that work well for you, that you love. I don't recommend ever trying out a brand new foundation with a brand new face product because you don't know in the end what it is that could be causing any issues for you. So don't do it. Don't try a new foundation with a new primer. I've got the Catrice one on right now, and I will also link below my corresponding like everyday face. Hair is out of my way. So what are we doing first? We are doing foundation. So this is their no filter foundation. This is only like $12. It's so affordable, and it's supposed to have really great coverage. I got the color medium 90. I want to say it's difficult for me. I'm just going to assume it's difficult for a lot of different people. It's difficult for me to find, to pick foundations out online. I can never really tell what the undertone is, how dark it is, how light it is. You know, I just don't know, even though sometimes they will give you that description. So I picked up, what did I just say? Medium 90 because online this was saying that it was the type of foundations that I like. Looking at it in the bottle, it looks quite yellow, but I never really care too much about foundation color because you're going to end up altering it by putting on like 5,000 different things. So anyways, that's what the bottle looks like, and it's really cute. It's got little stars on it. It does come with a pump. There is no cap on this pump, so just keep that in mind. And oh, this one locks too. Okay, so it comes locked, so you cannot pump it, and then you pop it over and it's ready to go. It is quite liquidy. So I'm just going to start with that. Still need my mirror up here. Okay, here we go. No smell. Oh, the color? The color will work. It is a bit yellow. But it will work. I'm gonna kind of move around here for a second. Ooh, the coverage on here is nice. It covered everything up very, very quickly, but it doesn't feel heavy. You guys are probably thinking, whoa, that is very yellow on my monitor. Yeah, it looks pretty yellow. It looks kind of green on my monitor, but I don't know. That might just be my lights, first of all. But in person, this is it's a nice match for me. So, okay, so here's the foundation fully on. I've gotta say the coverage on here is absolutely stunning. It is a really nice full coverage, but even though it is full coverage, it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't look heavy. I can definitely feel that it's on my skin, but oh my god, the coverage, it covered everything up, and it blended down nicely. So, you know, especially after you put everything else on, don't worry about how the foundation itself looks. But yeah, right now I'm totally loving this. So I'm going to go in now with concealer. This is the No Filter Concealer in Light 18. I showed this to you in my recent haul. This looks really, really freaking light. So let's see. Oh my god, that's so light. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it, but that's too light for me. Anyways, I always do the center of my face first. Kind of like that. Hey, this might work. This might work. Okay. I'm going to start to blend this out. Oh, this color is perfectly fine. In the bottle, it looks so much lighter than it is on the skin. For highlighting, it might even be too dark. That's funny. Yeah, actually, like for highlighting, which is what I like to do, this is, it's too dark, so you can't really see it. So we'll see. Okay, I've got the Morphe Beauty Sponge here, and I've got the translucent here. This is the translucent powder. It definitely is not white, which thank God for me, because I don't like white. It's got almost like a little bit of a tint to it, kind of like my Coty Airspun. So I think this is gonna work perfectly for me. I like to just have my sponge ready to go, ready to set this. I don't like to have stuff sitting on my skin too long without it being set. And I don't use a ton, so I'm going to go in like this and start to blend it out. Now, again, when you're using something brand new, I don't recommend just putting it all over your face and then blending it out. You have no idea how fast it dries or, you know, anything like that. So just work in sections. Work in sections. It blends out really, really easily. This is not looking good on me. It's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up close enough, but right in here, it's looking really cakey. And like I can't blend it out. I can't smooth it out. It does not look good on me. You can see like all the little lines. Ugh. It's not blending out. It's just looking all crazy. Okay, I'm gonna set it. Hopefully that will be able to like smooth it out a little bit. I like the little applicator on here. It's really useful. This side looks better. It doesn't look quite as cakey, quite as like crepey, but it is still there. And I can see that this concealer is like sitting in my under eye wrinkles and accentuating them, just making them look a whole lot more wrinkly. And I'm gonna set anywhere that I put the concealer with the powder as well. You guys see how much is like flying everywhere? I like to dip right in, but this is like such kind of an awkward size. I wish it was bigger so that I can get my beauty sponge in there. But I like the color of this. I'm really glad that it's not pure white. I like to set the rest of my face with, oh my god, look at this. Oh my god. That powder goes everywhere. Oh my god, look. It goes everywhere. Be careful with that powder. Okay, I'm gonna set the rest of my face with my NYX No Filter powder. This is my absolute favorite face setting powder. And I especially want to set the rest of my face with a colored powder like this because that concealer was not dark enough to highlight for me, as you saw. So making sure to set the concealer with something lighter and then setting the rest of the face with something darker is going to help bring back out that highlighted effect. So even though I wasn't able to get it, I can still fake it, you know? So my face is set. I'm going to go ahead and dust everything away. And then set all of those powders with my Mario Badescu spray. Oh, don't be empty. Don't be empty. Looks like I'll be going Ulta today. I need some more of that. Whoa! This video is like going crazy. Okay, let's see what we're looking like. Oh, my skin looks so smooth. My skin looks really, really good. This foundation looks gorgeous. It covered everything up. It's nice and full coverage, but it's smooth. It's not cakey. It's not thick. And in fact, you saw how runny it is. For it to be such full coverage and to be that runny is like so opposite for me. The concealer does not look good under my eyes whatsoever. You can see that like all of my lines are completely accentuated. This side I had such an issue with blending out, and this side doesn't look quite as bad, but it's definitely, it looks cakey and it looks creasy and it looks just wrong. It does not look good, but down the center of my face looks really nice. But unfortunately I did not pick up a light enough shade, even though the outside looks super duper light. It was too dark to actually highlight for me. So right now I'm loving the foundation. I am not too sure about this, and the powder I actually really like. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my face off camera. I'll come back on and we will see how everything else goes on top. I'm struggling today. I don't know what it is. I'm messing everything up. If you're still watching this video, by the way, after the yellow foundation, the freaking little droplets going everywhere, the powder flying, and you didn't decide that I was a total disaster, thank you. Anyways, I look fabulous, okay? I'm I love this foundation. Look at my skin. It looks so good, so evened over, so smooth. It's definitely full coverage. What is in my hair? You see what I'm talking about? Like, I just cannot with today. Where was I? I look so smoothed over, so evened out. This is definitely a full coverage foundation, which I love. But even though it's full coverage, it's not heavy, it's not cakey. In fact, when I first pumped it out, you saw how runny it was. So that's kind of like opposites for me. I always think if something's runny, it's not going to have full coverage, but this bad boy does, which is good because it makes it nice and easily blendable. Now, I did go in with a beauty sponge because that's just my thing. I was given this Colourpop foundation brush. This is the F17 when I bought the foundation, but this is not my type of foundation brush. Look how little it is. It looks like a little tiny paintbrush, and I don't know how you're supposed to use this. I mean, I have absolutely no idea how you buff foundation in with a brush like this. If anything, I would use, a flat top brush, but this is not a foundation brush as far as I'm concerned, so I did not give it a try, but I will be using it for other stuff, like maybe setting my under eyes. I could set my eyeshadow primer lids with this, so I'll find a use for it. But as far as the foundation goes, I love it. I look so flawless and so good. Then we have the concealer. When you look at this in the tube, it looks very light. When I put it on my skin, it was actually like the same color. So I don't know how that works because it is just a clear tube, but for whatever reason, it makes it look way more white than it is. And so unfortunately, I was not able to highlight my face with this. It kind of just canceled everything out on top of my full coverage foundation. So I would like to get this in a lighter shade so that I can actually make it work the way that I want it to. On that note, down the center of my face, it looks flawless. I look so good, but underneath my eyes, I don't look good whatsoever. So this is not going to work for me as an under eye concealer, but if I wanted to get like super picky, and I do sometimes put different concealers down the center of my face and then I'll use a different one underneath my eyes, so I still really like this. I will keep using it, but under my eyes it just does not look good. It looks very creased, it looks very cakey, it looks splotchy. It's not a good under eye concealer for me, but like I said, I will keep using it. I really do like it. The powder, I love this. I love this. I also used it to carve that out, cut that out. And I will say it was a little bit difficult to blend like up here. So maybe don't bake with this. Don't leave it on your skin for a long time, because generally what I do is I will put the baking line here and like clean up my cheeks, and then I'll go in and do my brows and then dust it all off. So that was probably way too long for this to be on my skin. So just keep that in mind. I would probably just put it on and then dust it off, and it will still give you that line, that you're not baking with it, because I just found that it was a little bit difficult to work with the longer that it sat on my skin. But it does look so good. It canceled everything out. It makes me look very flawless. So the whole no filter thing about this, totally true. I love everything. And then on my lips, I do have the Colourpop Lippy Stick. This is in the color With the Band, I believe. You can see it's just a couple shades darker than my lips, which I really like because it's very nude. It's also very matte, so like you can see all of my little lines, which I don't mind. And it doesn't feel overly matte. My lips don't feel like super just, you know what I mean? But it definitely is a very matte feeling. So maybe put something underneath it like a chapstick, maybe top it with a gloss. And I think that the color though is absolutely stunning. This is definitely my type of color. So all in all, 2 thumbs up. I'm loving this line. I will continue to use everything, and I will kind of update you in future videos how it wears and all that stuff. Today is just going to be a full first impressions. Alright guys, so that'll be the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, definitely make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And if you want to see more videos from me, definitely hit that notification bell. I do try to upload 2 to 3 times a week. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!